And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Windup War from Bellwether Games. In this game, you are controlling an army of toys fighting other armies of toys, which is a great concept for a game. And brings back to memory that old movie Toys, in which the toys fought back, and so all these toys are wind-up figures, and you can have different armies. Like I might want the Dino Soldiers, and on the Dino Soldiers I have Little Footmen, Dino-mites, Bite-sizers, T-Rex, Pterodactyls, Tankosaurus. So I'm going to take those against other people. It's a simultaneous selection style game in which you're trying to be the last toy standing. Here's how it plays. The first thing I want to show you in Windup War is the packaging, because I really like how it works. It has a magnetic box like this. You open it, and inside are six different factions: the Alien Army, the Good Knights, Dino Soldiers, Tinfantry, Gladiators, and Plastic Platoon. So you pull these out. These have these look like a little bubblegum pack almost. So it tells you what troops are inside and shows you a picture on the front. So let's say I'm going to play the Plastic Platoon here. I'd pull these cards out. On the bottom there's a hole, so you can pop out that last card if it doesn't come out. One card you don't need, it's just to keep track of your victories if you like doing that sort of thing. You're going to put the Hearts one in front of you, and then all players simultaneously are going to pick 3 units. Now you all have the same units, just different pictures on them, and the units show what color cards you can use and what your hit points are. So I might decide I'm going to use the Jeep here, the airplane, and then these ladies here who are looking at something. I don't know what it is. So I picked these. So I'll start with the airplane, and it has 3 life points. So I put this here to show that it has 3 life points. And I'm going to put the other 2 units underneath it, sideways like this, to show that they're going to come out after that. Everyone is going to have a handful of cards, and this handful of cards has a bunch of different cards, and your cards that your unit can use are only the colors on it. So this airplane here can only use pink and green. It can't use orange or purple or blue. Now everyone can use black cards, so you can always use a black card. And what players are going to do is they're going to pick some cards and place them in front of them. So I might put this one here for my first action, and my second action I'll do this, and my third action I'll do that, and my fourth action I'll do that, and my 5th action, I'll do this one. So I'm going to put the different actions out, and then once everyone has their 5 actions out, you're all going to take one, the first one, and flip it at the same time. So this attacks one to the right and the left. So first of all, I look, can I use it? Pink, yes, that's legitimate. So I do 1 damage to each of the people to my right and left. And unless they play a card that blocks that, they simply take the damage like this. All these things are going off simultaneously. This attacks 1 to the left. This attacks 1 to the right. This blocks all attacks. So if someone attacked me and I played this card, no damage is done to me at all. This one here is called Full Reload. Now why would you play this? Because when you're done playing these cards, you put them all in a discard pile. You can't use them again until you play Full Reload, in which case all the cards come back to your hand. So what kind of cards are in this game? So you've already seen the different attacks to the right or left. There's also charge. Now charge is important because charge will give you a point. If you play charge, you simply take the charge card, and you're going to take one of your other cards and put it in the middle of the table, and that simply counts as a point for you. But charge only works if you're the only person to play it. So if multiple people play charge, no one gets it. If you get 3 points in the middle of the table, then you win the game. So charge is good for that. There's also a set bomb and a detonate bomb, which does damage to everybody else, but the detonate bomb only works if the bomb has already been put into your discard pile. Sometimes you can block someone's attack and do damage to them. Sometimes you can do more than 1 damage to someone here, like 2 damage to the right, or Alpha Strike, which hits everybody. And of course, these orange attacks are awesome, but the person using them has fewer hit points. And the blue attack is great, but you can see the bomb coming. Now, when your character is killed, or broken, I guess, completely, then you remove them and the next person comes up, which might mean some of the attacks don't work for them because you have the colors in line. Or you know they're going to die, so you put colors for the next person. But occasionally you'll play a character and you might have a color that they can't use. When that happens, if someone attacks you, it becomes a block. So if you think someone's going to attack you, you can put a color down that you can't use and it's an automatic block. But if no one attacks you, then you break this card. This card gets broken. It's put up here like this to show that you have a broken card. You can't use that card any longer. And if you have 3 broken cards, you're out of the game. So this will continue until one player gets 3 points from using the charge card. Sounds like Visa, actually, when I say it that way. Or if you eliminate everybody else, then you win. When all 3 of your characters are gone, you're eliminated. That's how you play. Now, you've already seen the packaging, and the packaging for this game is fantastic. It's a very small footprint here. It opens up, very nice and easy. I'm kind of a fan of these little gum pack cards. With all these cards around a table, they're nice, they're easy, there's no shuffling. You just have a handful of cards. Really enjoy it. I like the artwork. The toys look cute. The whole thing has this these are kids playing with toys, and the toys are going up against each other. Even though it's kind of a war game, there's no blood or guts or anything. It's just toys falling and breaking and shooting little toy soldiers and dinosaurs at each other. So, big fan of that part of the game. The Windup War here, the game itself is one of simultaneous selection where you're programming 5 actions. There's games that you do that. You program 5 actions, and your actions are going up against other people's actions. So you are trying to outguess everybody around you. Okay, I'm going to attack the right. You're thinking, is this the turn where I'm going to be attacked? Should I play a block? And also those charge cards, because you want to play those to win. When is everyone else going to play their card that will let them get a point in the middle of the table? In fact, you could just go for that. Of course, you can't win really quickly with charge cards because there's one black and one in another color. And if you play both of those and reload your cards, pick them up, you might win on turn 2. But that seems unlikely because probably someone's going to block you because everyone wants those points and or going to block the person who plays them. The game is full of just silly, fun things like that. Like, oh, I hit you for 2? No, I played block and retaliate. You get hit. The characters die very quickly. The different cards, you can pick people with really powerful attacks, but they have fewer hit points, and they're going to die quickly because you're getting hit from different directions. You have one that will hit like 2 to your left or 2 to your right. So it's hitting the people in those different directions. So everyone at the table is affecting each other. When someone dies, they kind of like are out, and so then the person to my left is the next person over. And even though the game has player elimination, it's not really that big of a deal. By the time you're eliminated, the game is almost over anyway. The box here says, well, what does the box say? 15 to 30 minutes. That's a very accurate thing. It's a little short game, and it's fun. It works with kids, adults. You can play together. Not a great deal of strategy in it, but it's just silly, fun tactics to play and gives you some cards and you're trying to outguess the other players. My only complaint really would be that there's 6 fun factions here, but they are, as far as I can tell, they're virtually identical. Yeah, they have different artwork on them, but I thought it'd be neat. Like, I'm going to take the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs get to do extra damage to people who are close to them. I guess that would have required more balancing and everything. And maybe for people, the fact that you have all the cards in your hand means you know exactly the cards that everybody else has. So there's that too. So I grant that. I just wish there had been maybe some differentiation between the factions. But other than that minor quibble, I think this is a really excellent put together package. I definitely recommend that you check it out. Windup War. Time to play with toys again. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!